It is good to see you again. I trust you have been keeping well. I see. It appears that from your perspective we haven't met yet. Very well. In which case, allow me to introduce myself. My role here is complicated, but in short, I act as the custodian for this place. I maintain the balance of life and death, and ensure souls correctly pass into the afterlife. Occasionally, I take an but I digress. I'm afraid a longer introduction must wait. I need your... I have been watching you for some... I do... for now. And I will... to practice if you... Also use your coins to redirect other projectiles. Possess them, then redirect them. I shall allow you to practice by having one of my masks spit the time. As expected, you use my gifts well, old friend. I am glad to see them. Some time ago, I acquired 4 wayward souls, although I believe I'll good.
intent. Civilians are not all undead fiend. I shall strike you down.
We do not have time for this. Eliminate this armored fool. He may be clad in tempered iron, but there's a weak point you can take advantage. It seems war has corrupted more than just the Emperor. You must push the time. I thought I heard something coming. What exactly are you supposed to be? Arbalists. Their helmets grant them a larger field of vision, but leave their faces. I believe it seems you can draw more power out of my coins, guiding that gold. Did I say it's spy? No. I had not expected there to be so many guards. You have gone far enough, murderer. By my hand, you will fall. Interesting. This one does not appear to have any parts of his body exposed. I suspect this is one of War's favorites. He will have proven himself. It would seem War does not view every human life as expendable after. He is not without weakness, though. The extraordinary. I sense there is something on your mind, old friend. There you are. Don't get in range, sir.
Your rampage ends here, beast. You shall not be graced with the luxury of a swift death. If the Emperor is feeling merciful, he might let you live out the rest of your miserable existence in the dungeons.
They are guarding something. War must be beyond those doors.
Silence. Very well. Destroy this thing. Reaper's newest pet doth crawl before me. Thou art far less fearsome than I didst imagine, hath it tasked there with claiming mine head. Typical, a spineless cur, unable to face me himself. Pray tell, what horrors hath the Reaper told you about me? Hath his words taken hold of thine senses? Ha! Art thou simply obeying commands, chained hound? Mayhaps my words can sway you just as easily. I knowest thou see the wrongs of this world, the oppression, the treachery, thy mask.
Ignore him, Revenant, remember.
These injustices flourish under his watch. Too long have they persisted, and I could not stand idle any longer. A war that culls the weak, ignites the fires of innovation, and provides a common foe for humanity to through this destruction, the peoples of this world will unite against me, and bring about the change it doth sorely need.
He has admirable aims, but his twisted methods poorly conceal them. Surely it's obvious that he seeks to use this war to conquer every nation of the world and gain total control over them. If you do not intervene, all of humanity will be forced to grovel before him. And
But enough talk. Thou doth stand in my path. Your end draw. No words to prepare.
this is it, Thract. Focus on war. His influence. Nay, this cannot be. How? What? What's going on? Where am I? Fall back and regroup. Excellent work, Revenant. I am satisfied with your progress. Return to me. We have much to discuss.
Thou sniveling wretch, I shall make thee pay for this. I will...
Welcome back.
This accursed place? Reaper, I shall tear thy throat from thy neck down.
Perhaps I should have explained this. Once they manifest strongly enough in a host, heralds' souls need a physical how
And you...
I bel-
And what foul witchcraft is this? This tavern keeper is part man, part insect.
Curious. This creature seems to be.
This wretched thing was created by another herald. No matter, strike it down.
It seems this creature is covered in a toughened carapace. And Famine's influence is stronger than I expected. I can almost feel his withering grasp clutching for my own power. It is limiting how many coins I can spare.
Famine doth starve the Reaper as well. Such a turn I did not foresee. I thought him untouchable. So be it. If thy weapon is too pitiful and the Reaper too weak to aid, then I must lend my own strength. Call upon me, and we shall vanquish this beast together.
It would seem the pair of you work adequately together. I expect this will be a fruitful partnership.
Ah, he forgets I am bound here not by will. I offer my aid only because thou art both too feeble to fight your own battles.
I should mention that outside of the end of time, I cannot hear anything War says. I hope he has not been attempting to make conversation.
Gods above, he is as insufferable as I remember.
I shall allow you two some time to familiarize yourselves with one another. I will rejoin you when it is necessary.
As if I were to waste my breath talking to thee. Give me strength, this silence is even more insufferable. Art thou not going to speak a word at all? Fine. Then I suppose I shall speak first. Besides, there is something I've been meaning to ask of thee. When thou bested me, thou wielded a weapon I had not seen before. I believed it to be some relic the Reaper had bestowed upon you. Hold your tongue. I fear you're going too fast for me. What heights of complexity has warfare reached? Mayhaps we shall speak more on this once these matters are resolved.
I sense more of Famine's creations are nearby. More insectoid being. Famine still starves my powers. Perhaps there is something else that...
Ha! He thinks himself to be some grand tactician, yet even a lowly page boy can make that deduction. Look around thee and make use of thy surroundings. Use the battlefield to thy advantage. If you care for my counsel, that is. I do not fully understand these modern weapons yet, but those beasts loosed a volley of missiles at us, yet they vanished as soon as the last foe did fall. Is this custom?
E.T., if you recall, I am on your side, old friend. When you rid an area of a herald's influence, I am able to reassert my control and extinguish any remaining threat.
He claims it to be a herald's influence. I had thought such power was unique to Famine. I know not the full extent of my powers, but I suppose they were able to keep the Reaper at bay. Could it be that the heralds are able to exert greater control over him than I had imagined? This requires further inquiry. Strive not to get us slain. This place doth swarm with these beasts, yet the Reaper remains as pitiful as ever. Thankfully, thy abilities in combat seem adequate, at least. Thou hast handled our enemies well enough thus far. If the Reaper is still too weak to aid thee, I shall continue to stand by thy side. I was going easy on thou when thou defeated me, yet now I see why the Reaper chose thee for this task. A little sloppy in some places, methinks, yet overall that was another decent fight. Yet even the most skilled knight can be bested in battle if they lack an understanding of their foe. We know far too little of Famine thus far. It would be wise to interrogate the Reaper on this matter. Very well. Onward then.
It appears you have arrived at the heart of Famine's locust breeding efforts. I could not say why he requires so many. I suspect he is plotting. Be careful.
This place doth sicken me. Let us make short work of this together, Revenant. Beneath contempt. Carve your path. I must cast off. When I possessed the Emperor, I had almost entirely lost myself, my pride and my... But 'tis not thee I resent, and I have vented my frustrations with the Reaper upon thee unjustly. I wish to apologize for how I've treated thee. Thou art both skillful in battle, and in truth, thou dost remind me of myself when I was alive. Hath the Reaper explained who I was before I became a herald? From mine own experience, the Reaper is a malicious and conniving tyrant. I hope that the fealty you swear to the Reaper is not misplaced.
I trust I am not interrupting anything important. Allow me to remind you of your task. Famine has possessed the leader of a rapid... Making so many deals in such a short period of time shows that Famine's most powerful weapon is his words. Do not...
I'm sure we shall make short work of Famine together, Revenant. Let us not keep him waiting.
Ignore him, Revenant. The sooner you eliminate him, the better.
Hold on. He does not seem to be hostile. We should hear him out. If nothing comes of it, at least we will have gained a better understanding of how he thinks.
The scales of temperance, they allow...
You can foresee the future with this relic.
This does not bode well. Those scales...
His portents grant me pause, but he hath spoken enough. I say we put him to the sword.
see now. He has corrupted his latent power. His resentment for what happened to him during life has brewed into a facsimile of what he despises. The husk sitting in that chair is merely a facade. It would be foolish to attack the swarm. The scales have implied as much. You will have to approach this in a...
What a farce. How are we to face such devilry? No matter. We've made it this far, and I shall not falter. I am with you. Freed is to be punished. Thou hast fought valiantly, Revenant. Famine is a broken man.
Indeed. It won't be long before he is drained of his powers. Skillfully done, old friend. Let us return. It's time for another talk. Things have been proceeding smoothly thus far. I knew I was right to put my trust in you, old Ren. And your contributions have not gone unnoticed, War. If you continue to devote yourself to the mission, I may be...
Bah! I care not for thy empty promises. More importantly, I could have sworn you replied to my proclamation of victory after we slew Famine.
You are mistaken. My reply was to Famine's lamentations. I've been utterly unaware of your musings.
Ha! Is that so? Your excuse is weaker than Famine's. Hold, where be Famine? Was he not subject to the same treatment as I?
Welcome, Famine. I have not missed your sharp tongue. Since you appear to have grasped the situation, I hope that you realize what will be required of you. I do hope that you'll be able to handle your new resident, Revenant. Go now. You know what is expected of you. Good luck.